This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
All right, we're back with the start of the second quarter. We missed the first play. It was Austin Ealing with a run up the middle, a couple yards, brought down by Solani. We're on about the 6-yard line for
second and goal.
McBain, second and goal. Big Richard Fauble getting ready to snap it to Alex Utek. Utek on the right side. There's a give.
There's the
pitch out wide, and Cole Seelan will go in untouched. A beautiful fake there to Rodenbaugh.
You know, you get on that, and the corner has got to honor that pitch man, but he's been sneaking in to try to help on the dive, and he got caught that time.
And we'll get a good look at that in just a second on our replay. McBain will attempt another 2-point conversion. It is, at this point, it's 18-13. McBain with the lead. So if they can convert this, it'll be a 7-point lead. Chad, what is your time for each play? Is it 45 seconds in high school?
35.
35. Okay, I was just wondering that. Okay, Seelan and Rodenbaugh. The give is to Seelan. He's hit.
He
still on his feet. And he's into the end zone. Good job by Cole Seelan there.
He was hit right when he got the ball, and he bounced off and had a nice strong run into the end zone.
So the 2-point conversion is good, and that'll make it 20 to 13. 20 to 13. And see if we can get our replay going here. So far, there has not been a stop.
There has not been a stop. You know, the only
on defense
technical stop we had there was the block punt.
Yes.
Well, we had the block punt right there, but that was
they were still going to get the ball, but they got it in a much favorable position on that one. All right, we are ready to take a look at the replay here. Just a second ago, we'll see that hit that Cole Seelan took right off the bat.
Here's the touchdown.
Okay, there's a touchdown.
As you can see, there was no one out there.
Yep. And it was just a great fake to Rodenbaugh.
To suck everybody right in. And
you
know, that's what the Veer offense does. If guys don't do their assignments, it makes things look easy. But you know, there's a whole philosophy to it. So we'll have Sycamore kicking off again. We've had this kickoff team out here quite a bit for both teams so far. They've been getting a lot of playing time.
So that was Cole Seelan on the TD run.
I think 6 yards out it was.
And Perry's racked up some yardage because his 2 TD runs have been around 40 or 50 yards.
Yep.
So here we go with Andrew Sycamore. This time he hits it low off the hands. It's down. Potter. Oh, boy. Did he get that, or did McBain sneak in there?
I think Manton slid in there to grab it, but
Whew. Was that
But
Gavin
it was on the ground
Seelan?
for a second there, yes.
That guy is fast.
He is, I think he is, you know, his brother might argue with us, but I think in track he might have been a tad faster than his older brother. Not very much, but maybe just a little.
But that was a great recovery by Potter, and Manton will take over at the 34-yard line. They are down by 7. Give right up the middle to Perry. Perry with a good burst, and then brought down by several of the Ramblers. He's got 3 yards maybe. Boy, does he accelerate.
He does accelerate quickly through the line. A little slow to get up there. He's coming out right now.
Yeah, he was kind of crunched over backwards by several of the players.
Looks like he's all right, but just needs a little bit of a breather there.
Into the game is number 25. That's going to be Seth Sparks, and Seth is a senior. He'll take the place right now of Perry. Hunter Rule under center. A give to Derek. Nope. A fumble. Potter lost it, and McBain recovers on the 35-yard line. I think Potter just never really got the handle of it.
Could we possibly get a replay of that?
Yeah, we'll see if we can. There's a.
We got a flag.
Flag on the play.
Another flag on the play. Somebody could get 2 flags. Somebody could get ejected there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was well after the play. Chad, that's where you kind of hold your breath a little bit. If you're a coach, you do not want to lose anybody. All right. The referees are conferring to see what we've got. If it's each team. Okay, Manton's got one. Maybe the flag was for the same
thing.
Same thing. 2 different flags down. Now, that wasn't really a personal foul. Was it the signal on that?
Yeah, it looks like it's to be 15 yards. I think it was somebody.
Okay, here's a replay. Hard to tell on that.
Hard to tell there, right there. Oh, we got a.
Okay, there was extracurricular there on the first hit. Let's see if we can pick up anything. Might have been something said, just to the referee, but we don't know right now. But anyway, McBain with a big recovery on the fumble, and they are poised at the 20-yard line of Manton. UTEC off the right. This time Manton's defense holds nicely.
Still a lot of grabbing going on there.
Yeah.
It's getting a little physical right now.
It sure is. It'll be 2nd and long. Solani and Sparks with the tackle. Out of the game is Tristan Reed, and checking in, I think that was
Michael Hooker.
Michael Hooker, number 23.
So it looks like we might have personnel with 2 receivers here, I think, this time.
Hooker is going to...
Hooker to the left, Berkham's to the right.
This time it's a keeper by Alex Utek up the right side. He's got some space at the 5, and he's down to the 1-yard line. A saving tackle there by Hunter Rule.
That was a real nice read on Alex's part. They're starting to try to jump that dive, and he pulled it that time, and there was nobody accounting for the quarterback.
And they had spread the defense out, too, with their receivers, so that it gave him a little bit more option.
You take those corners away, and it's tough to defend right there.
All right, it is 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. McBain knocking at the door. Keeper right up the middle, and I think UTEC broke the plane. Yes,
Touchdown.
There's the call. Touchdown, Ramblers. Alex UTEC, and I don't see any flags, so McBain has gone up 26-13 at this point. That was UTEC on a 1-yard dive.
And it's been, Manton's made some mistakes, and McBain has definitely capitalized on them this second quarter so far. So, got to limit the mistakes if you're the Manton Rangers.
Manton would really like to hold on this 2-point conversion. They got receivers split out again to both sides. This time it's a pass to the end zone. Wide open is Hooker. Oh, and a nice play there to jar it loose with Seth Sparks. Beautiful defensive play.
That was a nice play. He came over there and, jarred it loose.
That's where you want, as a receiver, you want to grab that ball, away from your body.
He instead of going to get it, he waited for it,
Yes.
and he allowed that defender to come into him.
Yep. So they'll stop him on the play there. And
that's a big play for Manton right there because it keeps it a 2-score game.
All right, we're going to see if we can get our player profile of the game right now.
Our profile for the second quarter here tonight is quarterback for McBain, Alex Utek. He's a senior. His parents are Dean and Danny Utek, and he has 2 brothers, Zach and Matt. Besides football, Alex is on the varsity basketball team and baseball team. In Alex's spare time, he studies for his advanced classes and coaches midget football. Alex's favorite professional athlete is Aaron Rodgers. After high school, Alex plans to attend Fair State University and study construction management. Congratulations to Alex for being one of our player profiles of the game.
Well, that's when I saw that Aaron Rodgers, I had to smile because my wife is a huge Packer fan, so she's gonna, she's gonna like that.
I was just talking today to a few people about how living in Michigan, you can't like the Packers. Come on. We're diehard Lions fans here. Live through the misery.
Oh yeah, one day we're hoping to.
Someday. I've seen every team in the state, the big major ones, win a title except for the Lions.
That's right. All right, Andrew Sycamore with the left foot puts it on the ground. This time it's smothered.
Right up.
Same type of play as that very first kickoff.
Yep. And that just, it's giving Manton good field position there.
That was Ryan Bradle on the recovery. So Manton's they're down. Let's see, do we get that scores 26-13?
Perry's back in at running back.
Okay, 9:27 to go here in the first half. And we've tallied a lot of points already, 39 points to be exact. Darius Potter is the lone back, and there's four receivers in a double slot. Back to pass, scrambling out of the way, and
Hamilton.
Wrapped up by Hamilton. Boy, Rule didn't have much time.
Yeah, he didn't have much time at all there.
Let's see if we can get that one on a replay. I'd like to. Nope, they're gonna get back here real quick. I won't be able to catch that one. Rose was into the game for McBain.
Yep,
Brendan Rose, number 56.
He might have helped
junior.
on that. 55 made the tackle there.
Yep.
Kyle Hamilton. Manton back into double wing.
In motion is
Jet
Perry. They'll
sweep
give it to
Perry.
him. Perry out to the right. Not much running room, and he's grabbed down there by Rodenbaugh, number 34, with a great tackle.
And that whole play was set up by the pressure of the defense. They pushed the Manton offensive line back. Perry had to belly out and around, which, that kind of negates that play when it's a speed play and you have to run around people.
Well, it gives your corners a chance, too, to move up. They
Yep.
can read that, and he didn't have much space on that after everything was said and done. So it's going to be third and
a country mile.
Yeah.
3rd and 20, I think. 19. They're being generous.
All right, what play do they have up their tricks
Throw
here?
again, a little screen pass.
Screen to Perry. Cuts
one
back to
block.
the inside, and he's brought down nicely there. They did a good job of containing, and that was Cole Seelan with the tackle.
So Manton's going to punt here. Now let's see if this time if they help their punt protector a little more. Big Sean Sycamore come flying in there last time. Let's see this time if, last time it seemed he took a little long to get the punt off also.
Yeah. And who was the punter? It's Solani.
Solani's
the punter. Okay,
well,
number
we said
11.
he's got a big leg, so.
Yep. I think he backed up a little bit this time, a little bit further.
He does have his quarterback as his protector.
Here's the snap. Good snap. He puts it down. A nice spiral. Deep, driving Cole Seelan all the way back. He drops it at the line, and then he gets a hold of it. That was Cole Seelan.
Almost came up with that.
Wow. That would have been a huge play for Manton right there.
I tell you what, that was
that is a huge
60-yard punt.
I told you that's like the one I saw in pregame warm.
Now, that's a weapon, but again, it came close to getting blocked because he does take a really long time to get that off. But, boy, when he does get it off, that was a beautiful spiral.
You don't see that in high school very often.
That's a field change position right there.
And it was a fumble and almost a turnover on possession. So now McBain deep in their zone.
This is a must stop for Manton right here.
Yeah.
They're going to need to get a stop this series right here.
I agree. They've got two receivers out wide to give up the middle to Rodenbaugh, I think.
Yep.
A little bit, not much.
Good second effort there again.
Yep. Rodenbaugh is hard to bring down. He does not go down easy.
He runs hard. Oh, he ended up getting 3 there.
Manton's defense looking for a big stop here. They are down by 13 points here in the second quarter. Bringing you the action here from Manton is Chad Grundy and Bill Dooley.
And the pro set there. And we got a pass.
Back to pass. Looking, he's got somebody wide open. It's Hooker. Hooker turns around. He's got the pass at the 50, at the 45, the 40. Hunter Rule is the last person to try and wrestle him down, and he gets him a beautiful tackle, but a huge passing play to Hooker down to the 5.
Wow, that was a big play right there.
We got to take a look at that one. This pass really caught him in stride and beautiful. Yes.
The defender fell down trying to make a play on the ball, and it was a perfect pass, and
the size differential between
well,
Rule and
every one of
Hooker.
McBain's receivers is over 6'2", so
Yeah.
that's a lot of high school teams DBs aren't going to be that tall.
All right, now it is first down and goal. Here's a give or up the right side. Beautiful defensive play by, we got 52 and Renford.
77.
Yeah, 52 we're going to give him. That is Cole Holmes, and then 77 is Renford. They might have lost a yard on that. Going to be second down and goal. Coming into the game is Potter.
Potter. Looks like we got an equipment for 52. He's coming out.
Holmes will come out for the Rangers. Richard Fauble, number 77, the center, getting ready to snap it to UTEC. UTEC on the right side. He's going to keep it. Same thing. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ramblers. Similar play, but
same
well
play as the
executed.
touchdown before, and they're not accounting for the quarterback. So it could be a long, long night if you don't defend the quarterback. I think they're so worried about the dive because it's hurt them so much early on.
Right.
That they've selling out on the dive, and then that's the option. It leaves the quarterback then, and it's up to him. He reads it.
All right, McBain will attempt a 2-point conversion. Back to pass, fake, wrapped up nicely there by 44 for Manton. That is Caleb Milkey, and they'll settle for 6, so it's going to be 32-13. McBain with the lead. We'll see if we can get our replay right now, Chad, on that last touchdown.
As you can see, everybody stepped down on the dive.
Yeah, there was a good block right here. Is that
Andrew Sycamore?
Sycamore, yep. You could see that great seal block on that play. So that's a second rushing touchdown for UTEC. And that was that about a 5-yard?
That was about a 5-yard touchdown run right there.
Can we get our camera crew in here, Chad, if you got that just a second?
Yeah, our camera crew tonight, we want to thank Renee Convicchia, Cameron Maitland, Heather Stilson, and our director, Wyatt Van Dynen.
Excellent job by the 26 Sports and CCTV crew.
And our favorite kickoff team is back out there again. I mean, both teams have been getting a lot of exposure in the kicking game tonight.
And some of the up linemen for Manton have had, they've
had a lot of work.
They have.
It's kind of funny because you always tell those guys, lay on the ball, and boy, they've done a nice job of just getting down and getting it. Now
this time, barely went almost a
illegal touch there.
Okay.
The McBain kid touched it before it went 10 yards, and a Manton guy needs to touch it first.
Right. And it was close. It was probably around 8 yards when he got the hands on it, but it's got to go a full 10.
And it was hit in the air, so you can't advance that or recover it there.
Okay. Now will they give them the ball at that
They'll
spot?
get the ball right where it went out
where
at.
He touched, okay.
You get it either at the 35 or where it went out. So they'll choose it right there, and it'll be on the 46-yard line there.
So there's no penalty per se for the the illegal touch.
You just get it where it's
spot.
at. Yep.
So Manton, from their own 45-yard line with 6 minutes to go here. Ansick goes down. He lost his footing, and then he's buried there by the Ramblers.
Now it's that little quick. We used to call that the now pass, and it's a nice little quick hitter, but your lineman has to get out there and block for you. Otherwise, you're all out on the island by yourself there.
Manton lost a yard on that, so it's going to be second down and about 11 from their own 45 into the game, or Rule coming back in with the play.
I'd almost wonder, we haven't seen Manton in the T much lately, and that's where they had most of their success early on. They're kind of getting away from that right now, and they've struggled a little bit.
Potter is the lone back to pass is Rule. He's going to do a quarterback draw. Dancing around, Rule looking for some space, but he's wrapped up there by Cole Seelan, and all that running for a couple yards.
A couple of yards there. And he's another one. It'd be nice to get him out into some space because he's a playmaker.
Yes, he is.
So big play here for Manton, about 3rd and 8. They can't really afford to punt again. Manton back now into their bread and butter tee here. Let's see what they've got for 3rd and 8.
Back to pass is Rule, looking down to number 11, Solani, but over his head. And he was covered well by Gavin Seeland. There was not much space there.
That was the flood pass right there. All three receivers flooding in 3 different levels on the field.
Are they all breaking to the same?
They're all breaking
to the same
one at
area.
20, one at 10, one at 5, and you just try to. Usually, most teams will have 2 defenders out there, and you have 3 receivers. So
we got.
We got Manton going for it on fourth down
and
here.
7. Okay, this is
a big play for them right here.
Yeah, especially when you have Solani for the punter. But 4th and 7. See if they're trying to pull him off.
It looks like it looks like he's going to call timeout. Yep. Tried to draw him off. If they would have got that 5-yard, it would have been 4th and 3. They probably would have went for it.
Yep. So it'll be timeout.
Good call there. You don't those timeouts don't carry over to the second half. So.
Oh yeah, got to use them.
So use them
now
up.
we got a chance to get our sponsors in here.
All right, our sponsors again tonight. We want to give you Wolverine Power Cooperative, Great Lakes Energy, Munson Healthcare, Cadillac Rehab Services, Cadillac Tire, Napa with locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids, Lake City Materials, the Walkley Agency, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Godfrey Chevrolet Buick, Pizza Plus, Emerald Vale Golf Course, and Latitude 44. Big thanks to all of our sponsors to help bring you this sports presentation. If you'd like to be a sponsor for high school sports, please contact our sales team at 231-577-1844 or email sales@mynews26.com.
All right, great job there, Chad, and great job by all of our sponsors for bringing us high school sports, football, girls volleyball. We'll be having basketball and hockey coming up too, so a full slate of sports.
Manton is going for it on fourth down.
Jaden Perry,
and he's short.
A little short, but a nice attempt there by the Rangers, and it'll be McBain taking over at their own 45.
And I think if Manton gets back into this, they're going to have to go back to what they do, and that's stay in the T.
Yes.
They're a different team when they're in the T than when they're spread out.
And you do have to get the ball in Jaden Perry's hand as much as possible. And with Potter, I mean, if you can mix up those two, the big bruising runner and then
definitely. And then what we haven't seen the keeper with Rule either.
Right.
That's another play out of that.
Nice play up the middle to Rodenbaugh, and he busts through for a first down.
And you look there, Big Sean Sycamore is downfield with him 10 yards downfield. You got your O-tackle down there following you. He's moving forward.
Boy, as a running back and a quarterback, it's so nice to see it have
that.
Yeah.
When you have those big fellas in front of you, nobody can even see over these guys.
Like we said, 275, 6'3", 275 for the Sycamore. All right. First down, same thing
right
to
there.
Rodenbaugh.
Look at that double team there with Sycamore and I think it's Bonico.
Yeah.
They just drove a guy 15 yards downfield.
Perry took the brunt of that one. He got the tackle, but boy, he got up really slow. I think he was shaken. There's quite a size differential there between Rodenbaugh.
Well, and you're in trouble when your safety's the one making the tackles. You gotta but they're just getting doubled up. There's a double team at the point of attack every time.
We got Verberkmos out to
trap
the
play
right
here.
Cole Sealand, and he's tackled. Good job by the Ranger defense. Cole Sealand.
Yeah, that was a nice job. They held their point that time, came right up strong, sealed off the edge.
Jacob War with the tackle for Manton. It is 32-13 here as time is winding down.
Could be getting a pass play.
We
just had Michael Hooker come back in for Tristan Reed. So they're back to the pro set here. And there's
there's a keeper. UTEC will get a couple yards. I think he's got a first down.
He's got a first down there, yep.
And that play this second quarter has been really big for McBain, the keeper to
it is,
UTEC.
And that's that play off the first quarter it was the dive. Manton started to take the dive away. Now McBain's went to the quarterback. The next progression would be the pitch.
Yes. And it's just hard to defend. I mean, they're executing so well as a defense.
They're hanging on to the ball tonight, and it's tough.
Now the left side, quick hitter up the middle. This is Cole Sealand, still
nice
dancing, and all the way down to like the 16. Great run by Cole. First down again, and the chains keep moving.
we've got Manton guys coming off every few plays banged up right now. So
44 is Caleb Milkey off. Now they got Hooker on the left. Here's a give up the middle. Nice yardage. Rodenbaugh.
They're getting 6 yards a pop right now.
Right. You can see that the defense is really tired.
Well, that defense has been on the field this whole second quarter.
Yes.
And it is. It's harder to defend than it is to play offense.
Yeah, when you got that surge by a big O-line,
Yep.
I mean, coming at you time and time again. Here's a keeper. Pitch
There's
out
the pitch.
left. And Rodenbaugh is going to be brought down on a beautiful tackle. Who was that?
That's Ethan Ansick. Nice play on the outside right there. He stayed home, did his job. He's got the pitch, and it's assignment football.
Yep.
Certain guys have quarterback, certain guys have pitch, certain guys have dive. And what happens is when you start one thing happen and somebody jumps away from their responsibility, and then it all falls apart.
Yeah. All right, it is 3rd down and 4.
Got a
And we got
timeout from McBain right here.
All right, that will give us just a second here. We want to talk about our upcoming games.
Hey, our upcoming games on 26 Sports and CCTV are Monday, October 2nd, which will be volleyball. Wednesday, October 4th, we'll have volleyball. And Friday, October 6th, will be football. TC West at Cadillac and Brethren at Mesick. So tune into those.
We also want to go over real quick the current standings in the Highland Conference this year. We have Lake City in first place at 3-0. McBain is 2-1. Beale City is 2-1. Everett is 2-1. Manton 0-3 and Pine River 0-3. Lake City is 5-0, so they're undefeated on the season. But a battle there.
Yep.
Any one of those teams, McBain, Beale City, and Everett, could upset Lake City.
And Lake City tonight, a win tonight qualifies them for the playoffs. So big thing for them tonight. I think they play Everett.
I think you're right. Not positive, but. All right, we're back to action here. McBain with 3rd and 4. Here's a keeper by UTEC once again, and he's right down near that goal line, but I think he's just short.
Just short, but again, it's that QB keep. Everybody's going to the dive, and nobody's picking up the quarterback. Coach Waddell just keeps switching guys in, trying to find that mix that will slow this down.
Alex UTEC has had a big second quarter here as far as the yardage goes in key situations too. That's a first down now on goal. 1st and goal. Wouldn't be surprised to see a keeper here. Richard Fowle, big Richard Fowle, number 77. There's a give to Cole Seelan, and he'll just walk in. Touchdown, Ramblers. McBain now will tack on 6 more, and that'll make it 38-13. Under a minute to go.
Yeah, offense explosion for the Ramblers so far tonight. They need to regroup and come out second half, and they score quickly though. So.
Yep. And I think McBain had 36 points last week. Here's a give, a hit, and brought back. Good job.
Got to stop there, and now we're 38-13.
I'm going to see 32 for Manton. Or 22. That was Nick Dunham with the stop on that one. So we have a score of 38-13, and
53 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, we want to talk about some DVDs again here, Chad.
Yeah, our DVDs are available at cctv-cadillac.org and mynews26.com. You can order a single game or a box set, either of Cadillac, Manton, McBain, Mesick, Pine River, or Lake City. So we got a lot of different opportunities there. DVD orders support the cost of equipment and pro supervision of students. So, good support, help these students out so that they can continue their experience in the television industry.
And when we were playing high school sports, well, I'll talk about myself because I'm a little bit older, but never had anything like this. And nope. I don't know if you guys did.
I can remember one time Beale City always used to do radio, and we would always get the radio so we could listen to it later.
Oh, okay. So at least you had radio. We did have radio, I think, a little bit back in Rogers City, but what a nice, for the kids to be able to watch the game, pull it up on your computer afterwards. Grandparents, if they're in a different town, they can watch the games. It's
and 20 years down the road when you're Fat and out of shape. You can put that back in and talk about the good old days.
That's right. Here's a kick
little
by
pooch kick
Sycamore.
again.
This time it's taken by Seth Sparks.
Oh, my goodness. It was
Sparks
a great
on the right
little
side.
stop by Sparks right there.
One guy to beat is Sycamore, and then nice job by Sparks all the way down to the 30, but he was slowed up by the kicker. Sycamore saved a touchdown.
Sycamore saved the touchdown there, but Sparks, I mean, he had a great little cut right there. He stopped, everybody came there, and he cut back and took off.
So Manton has good field position, and see if they can cash in with
45 seconds
45
left.
seconds. Do they have one timeout
They have
left?
one timeout, I think, left. So,
Okay.
And clock stops on first downs in high school football. So,
they still could run a play to Perry, you know what I mean? But they're probably at some point going to have to put it in the air.
I think still, you want to try to stay in the formation that you're good at. And
Right. In motion is Solani.
Pitch to
Here's a
Perry.
give to Perry. He's got some blockers out front, trying to get the edge. He's forced out of bounds there by, is that Verberkmos?
Verberkmos on the stop. A good thing about that, he got out of bounds and stopped the clock. So 39 seconds. Got about a 5-yard gain there. 4-yard gain.
Yeah, they had Solani in motion to add support on as the lead blocker for that play. What do we have? Is it second down and about 5?
Second and 5.
Okay. Same T formation for the Rangers with Ansick out to the left. Give right up the middle, and Perry is
They
buried.
need to use their last timeout right here. So
Yep.
Coach has called it.
He will call it. Okay.
Perry a little slow to get up again.
Yeah, he's been hit hard. Next week, McBain is playing at
Beale
that's
City.
Beale City. That's a huge game
McBain's
for
final
them.
home game of the year against Beale
Okay.
City, so big game for them.
And then Manton next week will play Pine River. So we'll see if they can get back on track against Pine River. They've got the second half here too to see if they can get a few points on the board.
When we were looking at Manton's schedule, I mean, they've played a tough schedule so far. I mean, pretty much everybody they've played is probably going to be a playoff team this year.
Yeah, because you've got Frankfurt definitely. Joburg easily
Yep.
could because they've got 3 or 4 victories right now.
Beale City
for sure. Lake City for sure going to be if they. I mean, it's just a matter of time before they probably.
Yep. And
get
Everett's
theirs.
is 3-2 right now, so
Wow.
tough go to start the season.
And now playing McBain, and they could be another
They could be another
team.
playoff team. So they could be, 6 teams out of their first, first
that's
few
really-
games. 5 out of 6, maybe 6 out of 6 making the playoffs.
That's amazing, really, when you think of that. All right, here we go. Manton needs a big play here.
Bobbled
Pass
snap.
out. Yeah, there was movement, definitely. False start against the Rangers. That hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Really hurts.
False start on the Rangers.
That'll move it back 5 yards. What's our time left here? 31 seconds to go here
It'll still
to
be
halftime.
Third down. 3rd and 14.
The band is getting ready here for halftime, and it's homecoming here in Manton. So a lot of excitement coming up at halftime too with the court. Hunter Rule in motion to Solani to the left. Here's a
that
pitch
pitch,
up to
reverse.
Perry, a reverse to Ansick. Ansick looking to pass.
And
He's got Rule down there
one.
if he can get. Oh, and he was
Got a flag.
tackled.
We have a
Yes.
flag.
That'll stop
Yep.
the clock, and it was Cole Sealand on that.
Now,
See if we can get a replay on
Big
that
thing
one.
with this is it's a 15-yard penalty, not like the NFL where it's a spot foul. So it'll only move it up 15, but it will be a first down, but there's 8 seconds left.
Okay, so it goes back to the line of scrimmage, and they go 15 from there. So
yards
that
ahead.
actually would hurt from the point of the foul.
Yep. So in high school football, a lot of times you teach your kids that if you're beat,
Yeah.
then tackle them.
Okay. All right. Our call was pass interference against Cole Sealand. But that's a big play, and now we'll get a look at that. There was a lot going on
A
there.
lot going
Coach.
on there.
I
We
mean,
had the
pitch
toss,
out.
the reverse, and the pass to the quarterback.
Ansick had to wait until Rule had a little bit of separation there,
Well,
and he.
And the big play that came out of there, it was I think Gavin Seelan come flying upfield and really put a lot of pressure on him. Okay, they snapped it, stopped the clock. It's going to go second down now, and they've got 7 seconds left. So they're probably going to get one more play.
Yeah, this time you probably have to take a shot at the end zone.
Yep,
I'd say.
and the thing is McBain now, what they're going to do is they're going to pin their ears back and they're going to come with all-out pressure here because, you know it's going to be a pass.
Now, with Ansick being their tall receiver, is it some you would want to
You know,
put
you
like
could go to him. It looks like they've got Verberkmos going to cover him, so it's going to be 6'6" on 6'6" there. So it's going to
not much difference there.
Going to even itself out probably.
Yep, Verberkmos is out covering Ansick.
And I'd almost want to leave my backs in, to cover, or to because they're going to need delay a game.
Delay a game.
So
that'll be another 5 yards.
looks like they'll keep the same play they were running and run it again.
Penalties are starting to
But
pile
they're going to
up.
need to leave some guys in to protect a little bit to give Rule a little bit of time to throw here. Bobbled the snap again.
He's going to toss it up to Ansick in the corner. Ansick, it's knocked down there by Verberkmos. Good defensive play. And that'll end the second quarter with the McBain Ramblers with a commanding lead, 38-13. So Chad and I are going to take a quick break here. You are watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. We'll be right back with the halftime program.